2 inches. Rail for the web. Never lift the guard up unless the blade is stopped, fully stopped. Wanted to show you something on the push stick. Notice how the nose of my push stick is longer or wider than the board. So I have to keep it at an angle, don't I? To be able to use the lip here to push against the fence, to keep it tight to the fence. So I got to rotate that push stick. Left one always stays in front of the guard, right one pushes it through. Once again, making them as a set so we know they're all the same thickness and they'll all be the same lengths as we establish them in step 3 and 4. All right, that's our pieces there. Ready for the next step in our 4-step process. Keeping our parts orderly here. Jointed edge against the fence on step 3 and 4, right? Coming over to our radial arm saw for that. Okay, here we go. We'll square an end, then we'll cut to length next. These are 23, so this should measure 24 extra inch, right, on each one of these. So I can take, you know, a 1/2 inch easy enough. I'm just going to take a sliver, making sure that they're square. Okay, and then I will flip them, keeping track of that squared end. Jointed edge against the fence, step 3 and 4. Working on 3 right now. All right, so those are done. Next ones. Square an end. Jointed edge against the fence, fingers 6 inches. Flipping it over. Number 3. Stiles. We're getting there. Making some good gains on the nightstand today. it out just far enough to make the cut. Don't need to come out all the way and expose ourselves to the blade. All right. Now, to get each part, so we've got two parts that are going to be 13 inches long. They need to be exactly the same. And then they also, that's the bottom members, they have to be the same as the top members. So these four have to be exactly the same. So to do that, step number 4, we will use our stop block. If you remember, keep the table clean here. We have our little chamfer, right? So dust can get in there. If there was no chamfer, every little speck of dust would change our measurement, right? So I know we've got to go 13 inches, so let's get it close here. That's about 13, right about there. So I'm going to clamp it right there, and then we'll get a fine tune. It's going to be pretty close. So what I'll do, we've got it set up where this has been squared already, right? So this is the one that we've got to cut to length. I'll get a little kerf, and then we'll take a measurement. Once again, measuring twice, cutting once. That's perfect. Okay, here we go. Get all 4 of them done. Jointed edge is still against the fence. Right, we got it marked. We want to be careful not to hit that stop block and change the measurement. Okay, nice and gentle. So we know that these 4 members are exactly the same length. Making them as a set, you wouldn't want to try to come back the next day and set this up when you've already had some of them cut. You get close, but you might not get perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do that process for these others. Okay, I've got another one. These are 12 inches, so I'll have to come together and then set it up for the 23 and the 27. Using the stop block. When it's a long piece, I'll have my stop block actually out here on the roller bed because I won't have enough distance there. Okay, so I'll get these cuts, and then I'll bring you guys back where we're assembling the webs with the Craig system, and we're routering the rails and stiles on our raised panel system. I'll see you then.